Imagine being tossed into the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Waves slam into you like walls. Your boat has capsized, and your only protection is a thin life jacket. You're with your family, but there's no land in sight. The sun scorches by day, the cold bites at night, and every sound, the roar of waves, the cry of seagulls, and even the splash of fish, reminds you how tiny you are in the vast ocean. Could you survive 38 days like this? Welcome to Believe It or Not, the show where weird is real and the truth is stranger than fiction. I'm your host, Bryan, and today's story is about the Robertson family, who faced one of the most terrifying survival situations imaginable and lived to tell the tale. The Robertson family, mom, dad, and 3 kids, were sailing near the Solomon Islands in 1972. Everything seemed normal. The sun was shining, the wind was steady, and the kids were laughing. Then suddenly, a giant whale collided with their yacht, flipping it over and dumping everyone into the open ocean. The family clung to their life jackets and a small inflatable raft, but the water was rough and the night was cold. The first challenge the Robertsons faced was staying together. Waves threatened to separate them, and the raft could only hold so much. Every day they had to bail water from the raft, ration the tiny amount of food they had, and collect rainwater to drink. Now, rainwater collection is one of the oldest survival tricks in the world. Sailors have used sails, tarps, and even clothing to catch water for centuries. Also, floating debris can provide shade or shelter, but it can also hide dangerous sea creatures like jellyfish. So sometimes it's a gift, and other times it's a curse. So while the family was out floating at sea, they faced several challenges, including sharks circling their raft, the scorching sun that caused painful sunburns, and freezing nights with no way to warm themselves. To help them get through all of this, and to stay sane, they sang songs, told stories, and even played little games. The parents encouraged their kids to keep smiling and to help each other, proving that hope and teamwork are powerful survival tools. To keep going, they fished with improvised hooks made from safety pins and pieces of rope. They used their clothing to filter debris from rainwater before drinking. They studied the stars and ocean currents to drift toward shipping lanes in hopes of rescue. Now here's a fun fact. Ocean currents in the Pacific can carry a raft hundreds of miles each week, and the Robertson family drifted over 1,000 miles before being spotted by a passing ship. After 38 long, excruciating days, they were finally rescued. Every single family member survived, a testament to courage, creativity, and sticking together. Their story became sort of a legend in survival circles, inspiring books, documentaries, and lessons for sailors and adventurers worldwide. Survival experts study stories like this one to teach people how to ration food, collect rainwater, and keep morale high in extreme conditions. Believe it or not, all of the family members said that this ordeal made them better and stronger people. Believe it or not. Now, it's your turn to think about the story. Imagine being stranded at sea with your family. First, what would be the hardest challenge? The waves, sharks, sun, or cold? Also, How would you work together to survive? And do you think you could survive each other? And finally, what everyday skills could you use in an extreme situation? Imagine you're on the raft. What do you think you would bring to the table to help everyone survive? Now, this story really teaches us that courage isn't just about facing danger. It's about staying calm, helping each other, and thinking creatively to solve problems. That's it for today's episode of Believe It or Not. Next time, in episode 78, we'll blast off into space with American astronaut Owen Garriott, who pulled one of the funniest pranks aboard the space station. What could go wrong when an astronaut decides to have a little zero-gravity fun? Don't miss it. Until then, keep wondering, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the truth is weirder than fiction.